Oh, God, I did not want to have to discuss this. The notorious, the worst play in football right now, the most contentious play in football, the Tush Push. People are wondering, should this be banned? The Eagles have not found anybody that can have an answer to this. So they got 1 yard to go. They're in this end zone. Everybody, you see how long these stances are? As soon as this ball snapped, everybody's crashing. Boom, 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 boom. Downhill, downhill, downhill. Biggest thing Jalen Hurts has to focus on is getting that ball. He's going to have that assisted support from the backs right here. But this is so tight. You can see everybody's so crammed, so jammed right there. Everybody's set right there. They know what's coming. Everybody knows what's coming. He gets the ball, right? He's not there, right? He would not be there. Jalen Hurts does a great job driving his feet, and then he has guys pushing him forward. Is it unbeatable? No, but also yes. It's such a quick play that the defense just doesn't have time to react. It's hard to make a stop when there is guys right here. I mean, what are you going to do? Jump over the pile? It's not safe. Honestly, this is a super dangerous play. Not just for the offensive lineman, but all 10 of these guys right here. This is dangerous. But ultimately, it's a good play. I mean, you get what you need from it. Not much you can do. All these linemen, they're shooting down, shooting down, shooting down, shooting down. Everybody's heads are down. These defensive linemen, they just need to make tracks. They pretty much need to make sure that their backers can get over this, right? He's in a good position, but he has guys in his feet. He can't do anything about that. And then Jalen Hurts just has assistance from 2 guys pushing him to get that ball forward. He just needs to make sure he holds on to it, and that's a free, obvious touchdown. Let's look at it from the end zone. Guys, you guys can see, look at these splits. These guys are all in sprinter stances, like just running downhill. They look like defensive linemen here. Again, the defensive line is trying to be lower. They know it's coming. That ball snapped, and there's just not much you can do to really stop it. Should it be banned? I believe, and I'm an offensive player, I think fundamentally, if there are plays that cannot be defended or not stopped, I do think they're kind of a hindrance to the game. With that being said, the only way to really beat this from a defensive line standpoint is you have to jump the snap. If you react slow or you react late, it's impossible. You're never going to beat them. Do I think a play should be dictated off of the defense possibly having to sacrifice a penalty? No, I feel like it kind of defeats a lot of that. Believe me, I already know there's going to be so many Eagles fans and so many people like, well, if you can't defend it, it's on you. It's like, whatever. But, any team that's efficient and learns how to run this properly, nobody will be able to defend it. Not just the Eagles. It's just the Eagles have mastered it. Ultimately, it is kind of one of those things where there has to be just such clean execution. But at the same time, if the ball is fumbled, there's a poor snap, say Jalen Hurts gets hit, his arm gets hit, and when he's on the way, the guys push him too much, and that ball's on the ground, because they wanted to go for that play, they're giving up possibly a touchdown or a turnover. It's kind of tough to determine. I'm leaning more towards this being a bad play for football just because of the counterplay against it. Or there has to be some type of adjustment that makes it so, for instance, instead of this being guys are able to get this close in a tush push situation, they have to spread this out. There has to be a certain amount of distance on the splits. Tough part is then you got refs trying to police how close guys are or whatever. And I think the NFL ultimately, unless they just let it slide, they're going to end up banning this. Nobody can defend against it, and it is what it is. As an offensive player, don't ban it. I don't want you to ban it. But if I was trying to be true to the game, it's just, I think it'll probably get banned.
Everybody knows what's about to happen. The Eagles have the advantage because they're hiking, and no one on the Chiefs can move until after the Eagles move.
Hurts from the 1. Brotherly shove again. Herschelty, the push.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
I've thought long and hard about whether you can defend against that. And I haven't come up with, I don't know.